Right now at 10, we are staying on top of breaking news. A police shooting in Phoenix. This is off I-17 and 19th Avenue, just west of the Durango curve.
A live look from above there. Let's go down to the ground. Our breaking news reporter Stephanie Dupre just arriving on scene. Steph, what are you able to tell us?
Yeah, Jared, Nicole, I'm just trying to get my facts straight and together here. We just got our camera up seconds ago. We had to kind of finagle this area because a lot of the exits are closed, and we had to kind of make our way around to this Durango curve off the I-17. So this is exactly where this officer-involved shooting is happening. We're going to try to zoom in carefully here. It's very dark, so obviously it's kind of hard to see what's going on over there, but with the police lights and activity, we want to make sure that we're very careful with the way that we pan our camera down. So Phoenix PD releasing and confirming to us that this is an officer-involved shooting, but that is all the information that we have at the moment. You know, being in this area, obviously this is right off of, a major freeway, so, I think it's safe to say that there probably are other agencies that may be involved, assisting, that kind of a thing. So Phoenix PD did say they're going to be posting to social media, including X, to give us, where media staging might be, but for where I'm standing, this is where all media is, kind of collectively staging. So we're still working to figure out where we can meet up with detectives and officers to figure out exactly what happened here and what the current status of this situation is. All we know is that it is an officer-involved shooting. So as soon as we get more information on, what happened here, if officers, deputies, whoever is involved is okay, we'll make sure that we keep you posted. For now, I'm going to toss it back to the anchors while I continue to gather this information.
All right, Steph, that sounds good. Yeah, we're hoping at least they'll be able to let you know if any officers out there were injured on scene tonight and maybe what led to the guns being fired there this evening. We'll check back in with you in a bit. Again, we're standing by for that briefing from police. As soon as it comes in, we'll update you here on air and also on our AZ Family News app. All right, team, and we are standing by for an update on our breaking news at 10. A police shooting in Phoenix tonight, just off the I-17 near 19th Avenue and the Durango curve there. You could see the 17 and the traffic going by. Police still have not said whether anyone is injured there. We have a crew on scene working to gather that information. As soon as it comes in, we'll pass it along to you. We'll be right back.
And we're standing by for a live update on this breaking news. A police shooting in Phoenix near the Durango curve. That's right at I-17 and 19th Avenue. We have some new footage that we're working to turn around and bring it to you live on the air. Police haven't said if anyone's hurt here, but we'll bring you an update just when we come back on the other side of this break. And we're standing by for an update on breaking news. A police shooting in Phoenix off I-17 and 19th Avenue, right at the Durango curve. Here's a look from our crew at the ground here, and you can see all those squad cars there. It looks like an SUV caught in the middle of those patrol cars. We're still waiting for an update. Keep it right here. Staying on top of breaking news, a police shooting in Phoenix right at the Durango curve, I-17 and 19th Avenue. We've got some new footage that just came into our AZ Family Newsroom. We're going to go ahead and roll this from the scene. And, okay, here we go. It shows a man who's down on his stomach. And you can see this is also involving DPS troopers. He puts his hands up. They have just grappled his car, which we saw in the footage before, and then he hits the gas, hops back into the vehicle, and tries taking off. But it's tied to the front end of that squad car there.
It kind of lurched forward.
And then this is when things get pretty crazy. Shortly thereafter, shots fired.
You could hear him peeling out, trying to get away.
And you can see that SUV still lurching forward.
This is clearly raw video that a witness or a viewer sent in to us from that scene. No word yet, no confirmation of any officer injuries, and no confirmation yet on the status of that man who was fired at either. Yeah, so DPS troopers and Phoenix police out at the scene here. And again, we don't know what led up to that encounter. All we were able to see from that footage was that man who was down on the ground and then stood up with his hands up, hopped back into a vehicle that had been grappled. That's where
the trooper kind of shot out like a little, kind of like a Spider-Man net at the back end of that man's vehicle. So it is tethered to the trooper's SUV. And when he hits the gas and tries to take off, he's not getting anywhere. But you can see that that squad car actually moves by the force of him trying to break out of there. And we don't know exactly what happened after that. And then you can see it looks as though multiple officers or possibly troopers as well opened fire in that scenario. We don't know if he had a gun, if he exchanged gunfire with them, and again, no reports of any injuries for any of the officers, troopers, or to that suspect. We're still waiting. This is still a very, I mean, this all unfolded in the last just a little more than an hour, and our crew's been on scene waiting to get briefed, but obviously they're dealing with a situation that's unfolding as we speak.
I will say the one potential I don't want to say good thing here, but it doesn't appear as any officers were injured there. There was no kind of sense of urgency after the shots were fired that there was an officer down or anything like that. We didn't hear any reports of ambulances rushing to the scene for an officer. So we're waiting for that update to come in from Phoenix Police. As soon as it does, we will update you on our AZ Family News app overnight, and we'll have the latest for you first thing tomorrow morning on Good Morning Arizona.